Hello YouTube, it is your boy V3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we have a neat one, another figure art. It is the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Specter from Tamashii Nations and Bandai. Yeah, so I've been watching Kamen Rider Ghost, and it's slow goings because it's a really boring show. But I started it, so I'm going to finish it. And I'm not a big fan of Ghost himself, but I am a big fan of the secondary rider, Specter. And I'm waiting for the third rider to become a good guy. He just got, spoiler alert, framed, so it seems like he's on the road to being a good guy. Plus I saw him as a good guy teamed up with Kamen Rider X8. Anyways, here we have Specter in box. You know, you get the little bonus stuff. The figure here, the window, because it's a regular release. There he's doing rider kick. Side of the box, side of the box, back of the box. You got option parts, weapons, hands, hood. We'll be seeing more of those. So yeah, let's open this guy up. First up, I want to show you with the bonus icons he comes with. You know, King Tut, Edison. I guess I should have said Tutankhamen, but yeah, he comes with 5 icons. Am I going to display him with icons? No, because I'm afraid of losing these mofos. So they're just going to stay wrapped in this, and they're going to go right back in the box. And here he is out of package, Kamen Rider Specter. Yeah, he's a really cool rider. I do prefer him over Ghost easily, even though he's not as powerful anymore. He used to be a bit more powerful. But, yeah, you know, I like his look. He's got 2 horns instead of 1. He's blue instead of orange. The head on this figure is beautiful. Look at that. Look at all that. They do Kamen Rider heads and eyes so well at SH Figuarts. Because they layer them up like that. And it's just really beautiful. You see he's got his hoodie on. all these riders wore hoodies. Got his belt here. Blah, 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 blah. It wiggles. This comes off. I mean, would you ever really need it to come off? No, because you can't really put icons in there. So what's the point? So I'm just going to keep that cover on. Then he's got all his blue lines all over him. He looks nice. I mean, I don't think I have a figure art that doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Here's the back of the figure. I mean, he looks really good. Especially that head. Very beautiful head. Articulation-wise, you know, the head moves pretty well up and down. You get a lot of hindrance in the waist area. This hoodie really hinders. Like, see what I mean? I'm not moving him much at all. He gets just a little bit of forward, and that's basically it. This hoodie is horrendous for articulation, but what you gonna do? That's the character design, you know? So it's really not good for the figure. But the hoodie sleeves are attached to the arm, so that makes moving the arms a lot easier. They can still go in and out. You can move that tab in if you really need to, but I don't want to bend it up. You know, rotation, plenty of rotation action, double elbow bend, wrist swivel. Also, you got some forward and back action on the wrist. That's nice. The legs, they come down, they kick out. You know, kind of a bit of an older style of figure art leg, but still pretty good. Rotation there. Double knee bend. Be careful with these knee pads. They might come off. Lots of these Kamen Rider knee pads are known to fall off. I've had to glue some on. But if you're going to glue them on, be careful, because you don't want to get glue in the joints. You do not want to get glue in the joints. Rotation, ankle pivot, toe hinge. Very nice. Specter! Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get a Ghost. I'll probably get the red Ghost with his dad's soul if I do. He does come with some option patos. So you see he's got this little part on his head right here. This comes off, and then you pull the cape out. Not the cape, the hood out, and then you can put this hood on, and you see it plugs into his head, and then you just move his head around, and the hood moves with the head. I guess I can show you. You see that pulls out of there. And then, let me see if I can get this without losing it. Shooting it across the room. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you try to take small parts off of figures and they just shoot across the room. They just pop out. I mean, I can't really get it. I don't have any fingernails, as you can clearly see. I got a bad habit of biting them. More like picking at them, but... okay, well, I guess I can't show you because I'm really bad at this. Let me get it closer, see if I can do it. Well, I couldn't get it. I didn't want to display him that way anyways. I did want to display him with this, though. It's his fancy blaster slash blade. It's like a big-ass long arm with a hand at the end. You see it can close its hand and become a blaster, or open it up and he'll use it as like a sword, kinda. And we can cock it. It's actually a pretty good accessory. This is like a really nice accessory. I'm probably going to keep it in gun mode. I forget what this is called. You know, as I said, Ghost is really boring, so I kind of zone out sometimes, but I got to stay focused to read those subtitles, you know. But I mean, it is cool. This is a really cool accessory, the coolest accessory that comes with the figure. He also comes with some other stuff, as you can see here. He comes with 2 pointing hands, 2 trigger hands, and 2 kind of holding hands. These, I don't know if trigger hand was the best way to describe them. See, he's got 2 pointy hands, right? And then he's got, I guess these are really icon holding hands. That makes more sense. These are icon holding hands. And then these are his gun hands. Yeah, that makes more sense. But that's all his accessories. So I did a little playing around with the figure, and it seems like I really should have trusted my instincts with these hands, because those are actually the trigger hands. He's given regular holding hands to use it as a sword, and then these trigger hands to use it as a gun. So, trust your instincts, kids. You know, don't think I'm not aware that my main audience is middle schoolers. Now we're going to jump on into size comparisons for Ghost. He's my most recent figure art rider at the time of recording this, but the one I got before him was Kamen Rider Amazon Sigma, a web shop exclusive. So that's him with another figure art rider, really cool. And I don't want to show him with another Amazon. So the other one I have handy is actually from Kamen Rider Drive, and it's a villain rider, Kamen Rider Gold Drive. So that's just him with some villains, just chilling with the villains. But yeah, that's how he looks with some other figure art riders, which is really cool. Now let's remove them. Let's remove them from the picture. And show them with some of the gimmick lines, you know? Because I feel like everyone who reviews the gimmick lines just shows them with gimmick figures, and everyone who reviews figure arts mostly just shows them with figure arts. So I like to show them with both, because I buy both. Some figures I just can't afford or whatever. But first up, from the Tire Kokon line, Tire Kokon #1, Kamen Rider Drive, Type Speed, probably my favorite rider. So they look great together, you know. And then from the Level Up Rider line, we have Kamen Rider Gin'em, Level 10, Dangerous Zombie. Probably my favorite Kamen Rider villain. So, favorite hero rider, favorite villain rider. And he looks great with them. So, if you can afford a few figure arts now and then, but mostly get the gimmick lines because they're cheaper, they're going to go together for the most part. Like, I have a gimmick Kamen Rider D-End who's a little small, but, I mean, most of my gimmick one-line riders like these compare well with my figure arts, which is totally the case here. So what are my final thoughts on the SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Specter from Bandai Japan and Tamashii Nations? He's a pretty cool figure. He's not my best figure art. That hoodie is just so restricting articulation-wise. And I had trouble with the hood accessories. That's probably just me, though, because I don't have any fingernails or a toothpick or anything handy. But I mean, I like his accessories. I think the hood option is a good idea. He comes with all those icons. If you're a big icon fan and aren't afraid to lose them like I am, you know, that's pretty cool. He can hold them with his holding hands. I feel like he can hold them pretty well. Seems like. I've seen pictures of him holding icons, so But the detail and paint are immaculate, and I do like his accessories. He comes with a lot of accessories, and they're all relevant accessories. He can do pretty much anything his character can do in his normal state like this. I would have liked a 2-ton common figure of him, but this is actually, honestly, for him, my favorite form is his regular form. And that's not the case for Ghost, but for Specter, that's the case. I just really like the blue and the black. And he's a really nice-looking rider. So, if you're a Kamen Rider Ghost fan for some reason, definitely pick him up. I got this guy for $20 shipped. That's really cheap for a figure art. Normally, at minimum, you'd have to pay double that, right? Like, I'm used to paying a good bit. That Kamen Rider Sigma you saw earlier, he was $100. This guy was $20 for such a cool rider. Once again, not the best figure art. But still pretty cool. If you want a version of him that can swap all the different hoodies and everything and has all the different forms, then you should get the gimmick version, because the gimmick version's whole gimmick is that they change their hoodies and have all the different forms. But the figure arts can't do that. And I think, in fact, I'm almost positive this is the only Specter figure art. There aren't any other forms of him out. There are 3 or 4 of Ghost, and I think 1 of Necrom, but yeah, we didn't get too many Ghost figure arts, and honestly, I'm fine with that. Not a big Ghost fan. I'll probably get a Ghost down the line, but I'm sure I'll never get Necrom. He's too expensive. I don't really care. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.